Hi everyone, my name is Reagan Irons, and the health behavior change that I was doing was to practice yoga more. So, my goal was to practice yoga 3 times a week in the morning for a duration of 40 to 30 minutes. And the way that I was going to achieve this goal was by using the theory of planned behavior, which is a health behavior that is directed from a result of behavior intention. There are 3 components that make up this theory, which is your attitude towards a specific action or behavior, the subjective norms regarding the action or behavior, and then your perceived behavior control over your behavior that you're changing. So my 14-day plan to achieve yoga 3 times a week in the morning was, first up, finding the right instructor in class. In my sources, there was a study conducted by Hayes, which stated that the participants found that the instructor was very helpful in understanding with social support when it came to people's ability as beginners in yoga. This is very crucial to definitely have, is to find the right instructor that's very supportive and understanding that this is your first time doing yoga, and then finding the right class, starting as a beginner and not going advanced, and knowing your capable ability and physical ability as well. And then number 2 is definitely finding the right environment can really make or break your commitment to it. I noticed I can't do yoga at home, so I found a class at the BWC. So that was very nice to have with the resources. And also in the study with Hayes, the participants stated that it was hard to find a calm place to practice yoga other than the classroom. And then number 3 was to set up my yoga materials the night before. So basically prepping it the night before with my mat, my clothes, and then setting my alarm in the morning was definitely making it a lot easier to go to class. And then number 4 was just simply tracking, was with just self-monitoring, doing a log, understanding the challenges and the duration of time that I went as well. So here's my baseline of the first week when I tried to implement yoga into my busy schedule. I only made it twice, but better than none, I like to say. So I went twice for about 45 minutes with those 2 classes, and then I just missed one other time, and I just spaced it off to actually implement it into my week. And then here is a graph that has the weeks that from when we first started with our baseline, and I just conducted it all the way until our final one. So I have my baseline in there with the 2 times, and then the last couple weeks is the ones that I logged in our discussion. But as you can see, this has the weeks and then the number of times that I went per week. So I was consistent with 3 or 4, so I'm pretty proud of myself. And then some of the challenges that I did face was, number 1, waking up. It was definitely a struggle to wake up and go to my yoga class at 6:30 in the morning when the night before I'd be up super late either doing homework or just simply wouldn't be getting off work until late at night. So that made it very hard to get out of my bed and to actually go to class. And then number 2 was making time. It was a struggle for me in the very beginning just to like implement time and set time away for it was making it hard. And then once I got in my groove, I definitely figured out a way to implement it into my busy schedule. And then number 3 was definitely finding the right instructor. I went through 2 different instructors to until I actually found my one that I liked and continued to go to. So that's very crucial to find the right instructor, as I did say in the previous one. And then my successes was definitely prepping, which falls underneath my perceived behavior control. So being able to be in control of prepping the night before made it so much easier to go to class. And if I didn't go, I would see it in the morning and I'd feel guilty. And then number 2 was finding a friend that held me accountable and also wanted to try out yoga. Made it a lot easier and more fun to go to class. So this falls underneath the subjective norms regarding the action. And then number 3 was finding the right instructor. So after I found the right instructor after 2 times, it really changed my attitude towards yoga and how I was going to implement it into my week. And then the lessons I learned mainly fall underneath the yoga knowledge. So I learned that it is a hard practice to continue with and to do almost every day or a certain amount of times a week. And then finding the right instructor environment is a huge and crucial factor. And then just understanding your strength, flexibility, and your ultimate goal that you want to get out of yoga. So I can relate this project to almost my whole education journey. With it correlates mostly with how I used to study in high school to college. I'd used to like cram, and then after a while, I learned how to actually effectively study. So this really correlates with how you're going to change your behavior and how I'm going to study, and that really helped me so much. And then lastly is in the future, I will be continuing my yoga journey just because I feel more energized in the morning and then I had less stress going into my day. Also, in the study that Hayes conducted, the participants stated that yoga practice in the class helped them relieve their stress from all their demands and get them through the stressful semester. And I 100% agree with that. I felt less stressed and more energized when I went to class. So I will be continuing that on. Thank you.